Right, I am sure there is going to be somebody who is going to complain about the audio quality of this video, but I don't really care because there is something special that we are going to be talking about. And I wanted to use this camera specifically for that reason. I think you already know what it is just by the title of the video. But we're going to start this off with a couple of thrift store scores. Look at this. 850 megabyte Western Digital Caviar hard drive that is about the same age as I am. It's 3 days younger. That's pretty interesting. Got a Connor peripherals. Actually, it's a Seagate drive. I think they call this the Cabo or something like that, just based on the styling. It's a CFS 514A, which basically means that it is Connor peripherals, 541 megabytes AT attachment. But that isn't really the point. No, the point is actually this thing over here. We've got a Sony Handycam. See if we get some focus on that. CCD-TR36 Video8 camcorder. And that is what I paid for it. Pretty princely sum, if you ask me. I'm actually surprised that they even had something like this. This thing looks completely mint. And it seems to actually even work. I plugged it in the store, got a good picture out of it, no funky business from the viewfinder or anything like that. Plugged it in at work, same thing, although I didn't have a tape. The mechanism actually looks fairly similar to the Sanyo. It's set up in a similar way anyways, and that opens up and push eject similar to how this one works. And let's take a look just at the overall control layout. You can get a general idea. This thing at the back is actually the power supply. I thought it was rather neat. It plugs into the battery slot like this. Very compact. I wonder if I think it probably would, but I've got a full-size power supply that may actually end up working with this, but I don't really know. The zoom control on this one works, unlike the Sanyo I'm using right now. And otherwise, it seems to be okay. So I think really the only thing I could do now is plug it in and give it a shot. What do you say? I say that's a plan. Alright, this is a quick, dirty video from the Sony CCD-TR36. Unfortunately, my suspicions are correct. It does not record to a tape. The mechanism is messed up. It's missing, I believe it's missing a cap stand or something like that. If I go to eject it here, if I look at it, it looks like it could potentially be something that's bent. There's a piece here that looks like it's loaded. That's not really good. I think it's in the loaded position right now, and it shouldn't be. But either way, it doesn't really work. So that's a darn shame. The zoom works though. The camcorder works otherwise. I think steady shot's on. Does this even have steady shot? This probably doesn't have steady shot. 2-position zoom. There's the camera I used in the first portion of the video. Not the fastest zoom ever, but it certainly doesn't have to be. Picture looks brilliant. I mean, that's what it looks like. Now you won't be able to really tell. But looks really good. Picture effect. Mosaic, solarize, black and white, sepia, negative, and that's it. So it doesn't really have the largest number. Not sure if the fader does anything or not. Doesn't seem to be. Yeah, fader doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. Date and time is not set. Obviously the clock battery is stone dead. It really is too bad that this thing doesn't have a working tape mechanism, because the camera is perfect otherwise. It does have an external microphone, although it's got stereo microphone. So that's pretty good. I have no idea how it sounds. I was trying to use it, and all I was getting was a bunch of feedback because it was picking up what was going through my headphones and also what was going through the earphones that I was trying to use to listen to it. So that blasted my ears out with audio feedback, but it seems to be working otherwise, at least if I look at the peak level meter over here. Seems to be okay. It's a little bit on the loud side, but it could certainly be worse. You got a CRT black and white viewfinder. I'm not sure if there's anything else really that this does. I can set the clock. Yeah, there isn't really many options in the menu for this thing. But there you go. I think that's pretty much it. So this thing is going to be relegated to a studio camera mostly, because obviously it doesn't record to tape on its own. It may see a couple of uses in videos, you know, record it on an external recorder, maybe straight into the computer. That would certainly be nice, you know, do something easy. It would just mean that I'd be a little tethered, because that's exactly what I am right now. I'm tethered by all the various cables. So there you go. There is the Sony CCD-TR36 Video8 Handycam. Working picture, nice image sensor, but the tape mechanism is broken. Too bad, really. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.